Right. So he's still the same farmer, and he has a section of the poultry farming. So we've come to the poultry section. So he'll be telling us a lot on the poultry farming too as well. So Mr. Cajetan, yeah. So I'd equally like to know what you really produce here, because we've seen some eggs around, and you need to tell us more about it.
Yes, so in poultry farming, we have some, let's say, quite a lot of sections, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm really doing here is layer farming.
Okay.
So I am into the layers.
Mm,
We have some people who are into broilers, others were into the dual peppers, others were into turkey, guinea fowls, and all that. But here, purposely, we are doing the laying, what poultry farming. So that's the layer system.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you produce
yeah.
eggs.
Yes, we produce eggs basically. That's
Okay.
what we do.
All right. So I equally like to know, because I've seen different colors,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure they are not going to be of the same breed.
Yeah.
So, what are the various breeds of fowls you have here?
Yes, so I think in poultry farming also there are a lot of poultry breeds when it comes to the layers,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So we have the white leghorn, we have the Australian lob, we have different. The names are many. There are a lot of them, you know.
Okay.
But you see, this is like an experimental farm we are doing. We are now trying to examine which bird performs better under which condition.
All right.
So this is basically an experiment we are doing. So that is why we are seeing quite a lot of different colors. Okay.
Mm.
So we have the white ones.
Okay.
So we basically call them the white layers.
White layers.
Yes, white layers.
Okay.
Okay. Mostly if you go anywhere, they'll just tell you white layers. And
Okay.
even the white layers, we have the white leghorn. There are a lot of them. I can't mention all the names, right? We have them different types. So these are the white ones.
Okay.
We also have the red ones.
Okay.
We have the black ones here.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we also have another one, white with brown.
White.
I think we
Yeah.
just brought them not long ago to
Okay.
also see how they'll perform.
Mm.
Yes, but so far so good. I think they have their different features.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have the brown, we have the white, and we have the black here currently.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And then
So,
we have the brown and white too as well.
okay.
Yeah.
So how's the journey been so far with poultry layers?
With layer farming, the journey has been good. Even though it's just a small scale,
Okay.
it has been good. Should I say also challenging a bit
Okay.
because of the cost intensive nature of poultry farming.
Yeah.
Cost poultry farming is actually cost intensive, and so Charlie, that is the biggest challenge I must say.
Yeah.
Aside that, the management, the profits,
Okay.
and all that, it's cool. It's good for the management. We're able to do our management very well, and the profits we're able to make quite good profit because layer farming is actually very profitable, very very profitable. But it depends on as I said, the capital nature of it. So basically it's been good but quite challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're
So
doing good.
I would equally like to know, looking at the structure that you currently have here, what's the name of the structure you currently have here, and the capacity of the beds that you currently have?
Okay, so in for educational purposes
Okay.
in poultry farming, we have quite a number of systems. We have the intensive system.
Okay.
That is where you keep the birds in an enclosed area.
Yeah.
You don't allow them to go out. You are feeding them every day,
Mhm.
and you are keeping them in a very enclosed place. That's the intensive system.
Okay.
We also have the semi-intensive system. That is where you open them to go out and forage. They go out to look for other
Grasses.
and other stuff.
Okay.
So that is the semi-intensive, but they come in to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the extensive where you just let them. They should everyone for themselves, God for us, or just be roaming about.
For this.
Yes, they just roaming about, right?
Okay.
And then when you come to layer farming,
Okay.
in layer farming we have what we call the cage system, and then the deep litter system.
All right.
So the deep litter is where they will put sawdust or whatever on the floor, and then they'll just leave them on the floor. Yes, and then the cage system is what we are doing currently.
Okay.
That is where you get a battery cage,
Mhm.
and then you put them in there.
All right.
Now, each of them have their advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of what I'm using now,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is the
That'll be
cage system,
okay.
right? Now, the disadvantage is that it is cost intensive
Yeah.
because after I'm talking about disadvantages first,
Okay.
right? So after you have gotten your space, it will mean that the next will be to buy the cages, and the cages are costly,
Yeah.
honestly. They are very costly. And so that's one of the disadvantages of it. If it weren't the cage system, I just have to leave them on the floor like that. Okay, so that will cut the cost of what? The cage out of it. Uh-huh. One of the disadvantages too is um you see the bears don't get the opportunity to exercise. And so if you're not very careful, they will build fat. And when they build fat, they will have liver issues. And when they have liver issues, they won't lay again. Or your production will drop. Okay, that's one of the disadvantages. Because they don't get to go out, they don't get to exercise. You have to be treating for what? Liver. And you have to be finding ways to reduce what? The fat they are accumulating. Because if they do, they won't lay better, they won't perform better again. Right? Uh-huh. But then the advantages is that, and in fact, I must say that this is the most advantageous way of layer farming. Because management is very easy. Okay, management is very very easy. You don't have to be struggling with the pool. That you don't have to drop. You don't. No, 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 no. As they are dropping, it is all going down there, right? Once it gets down there, you just only have to come and gather them and use them for whatever you are doing or you are selling or whatever you are doing with it. And here there's more like less disease outbreak. What causes disease in poultry farming mostly is when the bears are living with their poo because they get to eat some of the poo and all that, and that causes coccidiosis. And coccidiosis is their biggest threat. It can kill them right now. Aside Newcastle and all those ones, coccidiosis is I think is the commonest, sickness you can poultry sickness you can talk about. So this prevents coccidiosis. They don't get to eat their own poo. They are just in the cage, and this help you with what? With management, as I said. As they lay the eggs, you see, they will lay the egg in there, and the egg will come here. Unlike the deep litter system where they are just sometimes they are just even laying on the floor, stepping on them, pecking them, and all that. Here you get to save your eggs. So they will lay it here, it will come down here. So this what happens. So it lays it inside like this, and it will come down like this by itself and stay here. And you just easily pick it. And now it is also easier for you to identify sick bears here because they are not just roaming, they are here. You can look at them and know that this bird is not well. Okay, and you see where they are drinking from. This is the nipple. That's the nipple they are drinking from. And so it doesn't keep their water contaminated. So this is actually a very good system. But as I said, it's cost intensive. But this is what we actually use right now. Right here. That's what we do. The cage system.
Yeah. So I know you equally mentioned that for now it's more of a research project they are running. But I'll equally like to know what do you do with the eggs that you produce? Because currently we are looking at a lot of eggs right now. Yeah. So first of all, how many birds do you even have here?
So I have 67
67
for
birds.
now. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means on a daily basis you should be expecting like 2 crates.
2 crates of
Yeah.
eggs. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when we add, of course, and a crate contains 30 eggs.
Yeah.
So if you have 30 bears, your expectation is that you get how many eggs? 30 eggs. But unfortunately, bears don't lay every day like that. You can have them all lay one day, but it's not consistent, right? There are some days some don't lay. Okay. So that is why I said the 67, you are expecting like 2 crates a day.
Okay.
Yeah, that is if your production is good.
Mm.
Yes, you're expecting like 2 crates a day. So when we produce the eggs, we sell.
Okay.
That's what we do. We sell the eggs.
All right.
Yeah, basically that's what we do.
Okay. So when it comes to financing, how are you able to still maintain the business? Because you mentioned that it's cost intensive. How are you able to maintain?
Yes, so I think poultry farming, as I said, is cost intensive. Look at structure, look at cages, look at feeding, look at medications, and all that. But you see, I always believe in something, and it's very powerful for me. Start small. Okay, start small.
Why do you
I
say
actually started with 10 bears.
10?
10.
10 laying.
This much. Just this year
This
much.
much?
Yes.
Wow.
I started with 10 bears. 10.
Okay.
You know, I had passion for it. I wanted to start, but I wanted to start with 100 bears at once. I didn't have the finances to do that because I'm dependent on myself. I don't have any government institution or anyone supporting me to do it. I'm depending solely on myself. And I was a student then. Okay. I just graduated this November, and I finished my service. Okay, so you see, I didn't have that resources to be able to start big,
Yeah.
so I started small, right?
Okay.
Every 3 days I'll get like a crate, or 4 days I'll get one crate. Okay, I'll sell. At the end of the month, I buy their feed again. Whatever that is left, I save it.
Okay.
And through my hustles, if I get any other money, I add to it and then buy some best, come and add.
Come and spread.
So that's the system I used, and I'm able to get here. And I still have a vision of getting to like 500,000 by next year, right?
Okay.
Who knows? If support comes from somewhere,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll take it. If it doesn't, we heard about Akoko Nketiketi, you register and you don't even know where the bears have passed, you know. So, which means we are just solely dependent on ourselves,
Okay.
you know. So,
Yeah.
start small,
Okay.
start really, really small, and grow it from there. And you see, starting with the 10 made me understand the poultry business.
Okay.
And since I started, I lost only one bed.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
But most people will say, and you see, in fact, when I wanted to start, I went to farmers, I speak to them. Okay, because some of the misconceptions, I'll call them misconceptions now because I am in the business.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very true.
but there are those things out there that, oh, poultry farming is a risky business. If you buy the best, tomorrow they'll all die. They don't, they you know, I heard those things. I said, okay, I asked myself one question. If that is the case, then why are other people succeeding?
Yeah.
If that is the case, then where are we getting the eggs from? Is it goats that are laying the eggs that I see in the market?
Definitely not.
If you go to every shop, you see eggs there they are selling. Where do they come from? If people are saying that poultry business is not, you can't grow it, will, all the best will die, then where are they coming from? So, what are those farmers doing right that I need to learn? So, I had to go to them. Mr. Lamdi, I went to a lot of vision farms, I spoke to them. I said, this is what I wanted to do. But then, I don't know anything about it. So, talk to me. They spoke to me. I took each of them their perspectives. I brought them together. I did my own research. So some of them were in line with what they were telling me. Some were not.
Okay.
I said, okay, let me start and see. So I started with 10. And so some of the things they were telling me, I saw it with my own eye.
Yeah.
So as I stand here right now, if a chicken lay or if one of these bears drop, like they are droppings, not the egg, they're dropping, I can look at the dropping and know that this bird is sick. And I'll know the sickness that is what is wrong with it. And I'll know the medicine to give it.
Okay.
So if you don't know that and you rush into it, that is where your bears will die. And you will begin to think that poultry farming is like your village people are after you know, or your village witches are after you know. That's why it's just about proper management
Yeah.
and all that. Yes.
Okay.
So it's hard to start, but don't worry. If you start with 10 and you're getting 10 eggs every day, and you're getting 3 crates in 3 days, and in a month, let's say you're getting like maybe up to even 10 crates or lesser,
Yeah.
there's no problem with that.
Okay.
At least you're producing something, right? So start.
Okay.
Yeah. So starting wasn't easy, but we managed to start.
Okay.
Yes.
So still talking on marketing, I would like to know how much do you sell your crate of eggs for?
Yes. So down here, we have different sizes. We have
Oh,
small, we have medium, and we have large.
all right.
So for us, we sell our large 65.
Okay.
If feed comes down small, we bring it to 60.
Okay.
And we sell our medium 60.
Mm.
If feed price comes down, so we bring it to 55. And we sell our small 45. And of course, that's just how we sell the 45, 50, 60, and 65.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we sell them.
Okay.
So an egg, if we have a crate that has eggs like this, you see, these are very big,
Yeah.
right?
They look big.
They look really big, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you sell that crate like, let's say 65.
65.
65 cedis, yes.
Yeah.
But if you have it with something like, let me see down here.
Okay.
Okay, so we still call this small.
It's a small egg.
Yeah, so we call this small. Well, these are just laying. They've started laying.
Yeah.
So we call this small. So if it's this, we sell like 45. Okay, if it's a bit bigger, we sell it 60.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we sell our eggs here.
Okay.
But of course, one of the challenges we are facing here is that, are you aware we import eggs? Ghana. In Ghana, here we import eggs.
Yeah, we actually do.
We import eggs.
We actually do.
So that should tell you the gap. We are just producing about 20% of what we import.
What we import, yeah.
We are producing, see, there's a lot of, gap. Every day, there's demand for eggs every day, right?
Yeah.
And so, Charlie, the market there is there, okay? Sometimes, as I stand here, the customers I have, sometimes some will call me, I have to deceive them. Because I don't want to lose them as customers, I have to deceive them that they should wait. Oh, this day I'll bring it.
Okay.
I don't have it to send to them, right?
Yeah.
But you see, the challenge we have is that the imported ones, you see, and even at the southern side, their feed prices are a bit lower.
Okay.
So when they produce, their prices are a bit down. So when they bring them here, then we face a challenge. We are forced to also reduce
Reduce your price.
our prices. Meanwhile, the feed prices are not reduced.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So on the marketing, that's one of the challenges we are currently facing. So when they bring them like this, those ones are down, and you are forced to bring your own down, which affects at the end of the day your revenue.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, that is it.
Okay. So let's assume like in 5 years time, where would you see the poultry aspect of your projects?
5 years, you've even gone far.
Really?
You've gone far. 5 years, I should be the biggest poultry farmer in Ghana by 5 years, if not Africa.
Okay.
Yes, if not Africa, I should be the biggest because my vision is that by 4 years from now,
Yeah.
I should be the biggest. In fact, let me even break it down for you. In 2 to 3 years, I should be competing with the biggest poultry farmers in Ghana.
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years, I should. That is my vision.
Okay.
In 4 years' time, I should be the biggest in the region.
Wow.
In 5 years' time, at least I should be chasing Africa. That's the vision for, because you see, one thing I've realized is that poultry farming can actually be a game changer.
Really?
I'm being very honest with you.
Okay.
Let me tell you, with just 100 bears, in like a month, you are expecting to make over 580 Ghana cedis there. 5,800 around that area.
5,800.
I'm being honest with you. If you are selling your eggs at 65 cedis per crate or at 60 cedis per crate,
Yeah.
you are making around. We can even do the math.
Okay.
Let me do the math and show you. Let me do